Hello and welcome back to our third day right here, of course, on the EU PMPL Finalist Mini League, powered by esportscrims.com. Now, of course, over the past 2 days, we've seen a few exciting games already happening. And now if we look at what we have with regards to standings, we've got several teams actually just taking a big play. Unicorns of Love, 4 Romanian boys, as well as Exquisite Decode, both, or all of them already sitting on 2 winner chicken dinners apiece. So now, as we get ready to move into our third day, we are going to be jumping straight up into our playing path to see, of course, what the teams have to work with. You can see it is starting over in towards Stolba, heading right past Hospital as well as Gatka. So a slight bit of a northern flight path, but of course, the teams are going to be looking to spread themselves accordingly, looking to make a bit of a play here, push on through. We did see in yesterday's match, of course, the players there from Exquisite Decode picking up the winner chicken dinner there with 11 kills on board. So will we see another repeat of that come through once again? We know, of course, the players there from Unicorns of Love took the win on the first day, coming in with a grand total of 15 kills. So some pretty high bars being set right there. But now we got to wait and see what the teams are going to be doing as they move into this third day, first game. Already quite a few players touching down on the ground. But now we wait to see where that first initial zone is going to be popping up, what they will have to work with, and of course, who will be safe within that zone for the time being. We did see quite a bit of aggression actually coming in from the teams in the early game. Curious to see whether or not that is going to be a trend once again as we move into this game. Waiting for that map to pop up now. The mop. Yeah. Alright, so a little bit of a slow start on that first zone. But we do see the side there of the players from Game Lord pushing straight up in towards CHASMAC. And once again, the zone centering up fairly nicely. Does lean a little bit further over towards that southern edge, but it looks very familiar to what we had in yesterday's first game. So curious to see whether or not we're going to have the same kind of turn of events come from this. The teams are getting ready to move on through. But hit me up in the chat. Let me know, who do you think is going to be the team to clutch it out? This, of course, is very similar to our first day yesterday. Our zone went all the way up in towards those far northern reaches. It's a little bit of swing around coming through here. And, of course, we do see a little bit of action happening over in towards Pachinki between the players coming in from the side here of the Vodafone Giants. Of course, right there alongside them, we do see the players from CONQUEROR as well. It's a good bit of aggression early game. But now it is going to be up to either players coming in from the side here of the Vodafone Giants or the side of CONQUEROR to look to potentially contest them. Vito switching the bike back up into reverse. Something you don't really see in real life. Bikes can't drive backwards, only forwards. But hey, you know, it's PUBG. Some special things happening right here. So CONQUEROR is playing a very scattered kind of play here. Not quite sure if they were trying to actually push up in towards Pachinki to get started, but well, looking at what they've now resorted to, it is going to be a little bit of a tough start to this looting phase. Meanwhile, we do see the players here from NEXUS holding up a little bit further to the southern edge. Only a 3-man team coming into this match. Now waiting to see what the results of the 3-man play will bring. Of course, looking at the rest of the zone, we do seeing quite a bit spread out. At Southern Island, of course, being completely open for the taking. A little bit further up north towards Stolba, we do see the players there from the Eastern Stars going for a bit of a split looting phase. Big, of course, still holding up in towards Severny with Michi now just venturing out, getting the scouting on, looking to see what's happening up ahead. Unicorns of Love, of course, holding up in towards North George, and the players there from the super young roster positioned up in towards Georgia Pool, or rather Southern Georgia Pool. with the players there from the Extreme Slayers scattered through Watertown, as well as Rozok up in it towards school and the apartments. It's a very scattered play coming in. Of course, here we go. Conquerors now making a quick move on through, heading a little bit further down south. Trying to get themselves closer to that potential coastline if the zone does decide to shift even further down towards the south. Reeves also still just holding up in towards farm, but here we go. The players actually now from TSC. Oh, jumping straight on into the action. As we do see Will from Exquisite already getting taken on down. The scouts, of course, now getting eliminated. Three-wheel of death coming on through here for Vitoni and Shaman. But the teams have about 40 seconds or so remaining on the clock. So it's round about this time where we could see those engagements coming on through, as we already have the players here now from the Extreme Slayers starting to pick away over towards Costi, positioned up on the hill, doing a little bit of scouting. But it is a little bit of a risky play here. Seeing that they only are a three-man team, can't really afford to lose too many players in the early phases of the game. Right, so slow and steady does it. The teams are looking to get themselves set up. No major rotations just yet, seeing that we already had quite a large number of teams positioned fairly decently within the zone. Of course, we do see the side there of Conquerors moving a little bit closer in towards that farm region, just looking to spread themselves out, spread their wings. Doom also now starting to rotate out of that quarry region, heading a little bit further in towards this western edge. But now it is all a matter of waiting and seeing what the teams are going to be doing. Will we see any risky potential rotations come through? Of course, the side there of the Extreme Slayers coming in with a 2-2 split, sending holes and go out up onto the front line there, looking to establish a bit of a position. CHASMAC Gaming also now making their way on through. We do see MZ exploring the region, seeing if there's any appropriate positions to try and rotate up into. So early rotations could be quite essential, especially in the early phase. Having a strong compound to fight from, good anchor point, good position to defend. You see that working out quite favorably. But now, of course, we need to wait and see where exactly everyone's going to be heading on up into. We've got a few more seconds remaining on the clock before that blue zone starts creeping its way forward. And up it comes, making its way on through. Again, not expecting a major rush to come in just yet. Of course, as we jump over on towards the Vodafone Giants, it's the Ulysses now just moving up in towards the fields. Ooh, but the 4 Romanian boys not too far away either, so this could actually be a decent start. 4 Romanian boys moving up onto the hills once again. See them really favoring those high ground plays. Oh, very steady approach coming in towards those Pachinki fields. And of course, the players here from the Extreme Slayers also trying to remain a little bit reserved. Not looking to push up too aggressively just yet. Waiting in anticipation to see where that next phase is going to be going. And I think once that zone moves, that is when we're going to be seeing these plays really start coming to light. And we also now heading in from Primorsk. Just passing by that ferry pier position, and we could potentially actually see them rotating down on towards that Sosnovka military base, but it does seem like they're looking to push up into a more centralized position, remaining over on towards the main island. So up comes Talon. Just looking to find a decent spot to pull into. Of course, looking back over on towards the Super Weekends. You know, LMV have not had the best run over on towards Erangel. I think the craziest kill game they had so far was over on day 2 of the 3rd Super Weekend. That final match bringing in 11 kills. So some good numbers there, but of course, not having a lot of that consistency rolling all the way on through. If we look on to this event, of course, we know in yesterday's game, they were able to bring in 7 kills on this first Erangel game. Finishing up in between 8th and 13th place. But now, the teams all getting closer and closer together. We get to see what's going to happen as that zone is about to pop. Centers up beautifully once again. So now, once more, not a lot of urgency for those rotations really to come on through. We do see the side of Nexus, however, taking up position on towards the coastline, spotting or keeping a very watchful eye onto the players there from CONQUEROR, as we can see Azzy now looking to find a decent spot. Dexter trying to get the spray down on through Azzy, and Yamaz now looking to push up, slightly kind of taunting the side there of the players coming in from Nexus. TSC also now starting to push on through, but Doom looking to venture a little bit further up in towards the zone. Oh, and with that, Talon, of course, strikes right on down onto Zero, picking him up almost instantly. Now it's up to the rest of the team here from Doom to try and make that play unreal in action. Looking to rush up onto that coastline as well, but they got to be careful. Nexus holding the position up ahead. Doobie might be the first one to welcome them in. Talon, of course, keeping a very watchful eye, hoping for that opening to come on through. But I'm curious to see whether or not the side here of LMV are going to be looking to condense this position. We do have a bit of a 2-1-1 split coming in from them, but they are in pretty close proximity, so it's not of too much concern for the time being. But up comes Talon. Look to see if you can spot out that position for the side there of Doom. Action and Unreal now just trying to stay down, but Action does get spotted out. The shots flying through. A little bit of a difficult position to get the spray downs in, but Talon takes another turn and of course manages to get the knock right on through. Now it is up to Unreal to try and get that res on in. Just utilizing the hard cover, the rocks, the terrain to try and stay as hidden as possible. Of course, these are the two remaining hopefuls now for the side of Doom, so the pressure is definitely on now for them to make the most out of the situation. Doom now sitting here licking their wounds. Unreal also taking quite a bit of damage. Talon not giving up on the position just yet, but Doobie also now looking to get a little bit closer, sending the molly across. Will it reach all the way? Does seem to be a pretty good attempt. We're not seeing this health bars dropping all too much just yet. Of course, now Doom look to return the favor on towards Doobie as he is repositioning a little bit closer on it towards Creator. Oh, but Center Zone is also looking to heat up quite a bit. Up comes CONQUEROR. Looking to defend against the side here of TSC. We see moving into the compounds. But CONQUEROR still fairly spread out on this hillside. Looking to take occupation of the next compound, just one over. But here we go. Oh! Up comes Unicorns of Love, and of course the players there from Super Young roster. You see Lynn already taking quite a bit of damage, but up comes the push. GK first getting knocked out, but another knock. Rather, no, GK first doing the knocking here. Safi trying to send up another grenade, but does find his teammate in the process. Now getting rushed as Unicorns of Love come swooping in. Lin landing that finishing blow. And with that, of course, off they go right back into the lobby for Romanian boys. So looking to play this western edge of the zone. Unicorns of Love right behind them, and a little bit of a late rotation. The late rotation even coming in from the side there of Big. Of course, if we look up on towards Potato Hill, we do see the players from Eastern Stars looking to make their way on through. Excuse me. Of course, now setting up the dominance atop the hill there. But here we go. Kabbalah now looking to play the high ground. We do have Bazzy a little bit further down, keeping a watchful eye. Up comes the rotation. Looking to push a little bit closer towards the Potato Hill position. But of course, excuse me. Already up here. Just waiting to see if anyone's going to dare venture up towards them. You do see Mango and Mishi. Ooh, up comes Kosti as well. Big dash coming in there from the side of the Eastern Stars. They are hitting the shots a little bit further down below and deciding rather to not try and push their luck all the way up the hill. Down below, we do see the side though of the players from CONQUEROR now looking to rotate up that zone. Of course, now shifting over on towards that western side rather. And this is actually going to force the hand of a lot of these teams positioned over on towards the east, having to now try cover all that ground, make their way back up in towards zone. The players here from Game Lord already starting to get that rotation underway. Exquisite also keeping a watchful eye, keeping the ears open. Oh, but looking at the position there for 4 Romanian boys, they find themselves so well centralized within this phase. Sent it up on towards those Pachinki Hills, the position that we saw them in just yesterday. But will they be able to make it work a second time around? Up comes the players here, of course, now from the Vodafone Giants. We do see a few straggling shots finding their way up on towards Excuse Me. Slow and steady does it. Few hits coming in from over towards Pachinki itself as the players there from the 4 Romanian boys are positioned up on their high ground. Here we go, Pocus with a bit of an off-angle play. We do also see the players there from the Extreme Slayers actually moving in right behind them. But Jaleesa still trying to keep a good angle on the players up ahead. Up comes the players from the Eastern Stars as well. Now looking to get into the fight. Oh, but excuse me, now caught in between a rock and a hard place as Eastern Stars come rushing right on through. But they need to be so careful. They need to try and contain the whole situation. But Eastern Stars, of course, now losing to their players, Bazzy and Athos, now being the last 2 remaining hopefuls. Oh, beautifully playing that rage line, though. Just trying to sneak in a quick shot down below. Doing the quickest shoot and rotate maneuver here. Just looking to distract them a slight bit. Ooh. This is now where the action really starts to unfold. So look a little bit further down south as well. We can see the players there from Doom. Action as well as Unreal still holding up. Not budging from their position just yet. But of course, we do see the players here from CHASMAC actually now pushing up alongside them. Down goes Unreal. Actually now looking to step in. Will he be able to get the shot? Yes, does. Pick up Azza. Up comes the vehicle flying through. Quick response. Quickly swapping around. Taking down Trazen in the process. As Unreal does get finished off with the vehicle. And now it is up to MZ to try and bring in that final play. But of course, it walks right up into this one. As Action steps up, puts the shots in, and of course sends them backing. Now it is up to Talon to try and find that last head up towards Action. TSC also holding up in the compound. Not looking to budge just yet. A very good centralized position here. Especially in this region. Can utilize that hard cover. Just look to get the sprays through. without putting themselves in too much of a disadvantage. Here comes the side of Exquisite, also now getting ready to rotate up in towards the zone. The next phase about to pop, and it centers up right on it towards Bazzy. That is going to be a pretty tough place, seeing that it's completely isolated from Athos, who we see all the way up in towards the far north. But Athos also finding himself in a little bit of a predicament here. Not the easiest position to play. Now with the addition of the players here from Exquisite actually pulling up behind him. Needs to be so careful. Oh, spots Daddy. The shots come through. Oh, misses one, misses two. The shots come in, and with that, an instant elimination at the hand of Eliseo. Of course, now Bazzy marking the tree, saying, "This is mine." Okay, someone else was wondering. Ooh, but up comes the fight now as the players here from the Extreme Slayers now look to set up a bit of a gatekeep on the edge of zone. Holding a very watchful eye on towards Pachinki. We do see the players here from Big just up ahead of them, looking to make their way on into that zone. They have been able to find a position, but it is going to be contested. As the players here now from the Extreme Slayers are not willing to share the position. We do see Muzi up ahead, keeping a watchful eye there on Victor, waiting to see if anything's going to come from that. Meanwhile, the players here from Big also just looking to make a bit of a stand, having that anchor point set up. Oh, but up comes Excuse Me now, looking to just let it fly as they come rushing up into zone, taking aim on towards Conquerors. Yamaz already getting taken down as he now trying to survive up ahead. Elise is also now looking to get involved in the fight up ahead, looking to come in with a bit of a third-party play. Does find the knock onto Yamaz. With that, as he does get taken down, up comes Eliseo and Reznov, but it is not enough for Ulysses. The rush is real. The pressure is on. Reeves now the last remaining hopeful for this side here of Conquerors. Does find the angle on towards Ulysses, but with that, Eliseo and Reznov come moving in to pick up the last few. Confirms action there for the side of Doom, now making his rotation up in towards zone. The spray down coming straight in his direction, making a quick dash for trying to find a little bit of safety in the chaos here. Oh, pulling up in a very tough spot. Big keeping a very watchful eye, still up in it towards the north, but Doom action holding on for dear life. Unicorns of Love now starting to push up alongside the players there, of course, from the 4 Romanian boys. But this is going to be a very tough position now for the Vodafone Giants, as we do see Reeves there from Conqueror, as well as the remaining players of Exquisite holding up in the vicinity. Reeves, of course, trying to send those utilities all the way across, looking to see if we can find any openings. The zone also continuing further over on it towards that western side. But now the fight about to break out as Reeves is looking to push a little bit closer. Vodafone Giants keeping a very, very watchful eye. Focus and Sebi being a bit of a thorn in the side here of Exquisite. Oh, but up comes Focus. He's trying to get that angle on towards Reeves. Because this coming in from Sebi, but no shots finding their way in just yet. Reeves now just hugging that tree for dear life. But this is such a difficult play here. Got 3 teams. A bit of a crazy triangle setup happening here as well. Now the pressure is going to be on, looking to see if anyone will be able to make it through this. But oh, the Vodafone Giants looking to find those angles. They do succeed. They pick up the kill, and now they live to fight another round. But of course, they need to try and deal with the threat coming in from the side here of Exquisite. Daddy and the rest of the team are going to be looking to focus their efforts back on it towards the zone. Only have a little bit of time remaining before that zone starts closing up once again. But excuse me, Mango does find the head up on towards Holes. They do hear the shots coming in from that southeastern side, so we do see their line of sight swinging that way every now and again. Action, of course, holding up right alongside them here. Ooh, but up comes that dash rather coming in from the players here of the Extreme Slayers. Making a push back into the zone. Trying to rotate up through the open fields here. Finds a quick knock along the way. But now the pressure is on as they quickly and swiftly deal with Mango. Very quick situational play coming in here. But of course, as we move on through to the opposite end, we do see Unicorns of Love now going toe-to-toe with LMV. Looking to defend. Oh, the zone shifting further down south. And with that, of course, Lin gets taken right on down. Oh, now it is up to Rolkis and GK first to try and find a good position to move into. LMV, meanwhile, will be moving up into that zone after taking down one of our Unicorns of Love players there. But here we go. Sebi keeping a watchful eye. Does spot that rotation coming in from the side of LMV. Will Sebi be able to find the angle? Oh, does spot Talon off in the distance. But now the pressure is on, as we can see, of course, the players here from Nexus looking to move on in as well. Trying to deal with the team here from Extreme Slayers. Only a few seconds remain on the clock, but Doobie does send one in right up into Bardot. We do see Muzi and Pappy now up ahead. Doobie does take a little bit of damage. Dexter now coming in with a quick rotation down towards the south. Trying to bring in that extra bit of a potential play. But now the pressure is going to be on as we only have 5 remaining teams. Up comes the XS now, cooking up the nade, sending it up in the direction there of Doobie. But fortunately for Nexus, Doobie has already rotated up. Sebi does get picked up there by Dexter, but now the pressure is on. The players here from the Extreme Slayers looking to push up in it towards the zone. Does spot out Doobie down below. Dexter could be the next victim. Making a quick dash for it. Meanwhile, Fresh will find the shots up into Burks, and down goes Dexter. 3 teams now remain. It is going to be the players coming in from the Extreme Slayers up against Unicorns of Love and LMV. Down goes Pappy. Bardot now quickly ducking in behind the tree. A lot of crossfire heading his way. This is going to be such a tough play here for Bardot. The only way back into wood zone is downhill. And LMV have that angle covered. Of course, now if Unicorns of Love have anything to say, they will try and take out the potential threat coming in from the side of LMV. Oh, with that, Burks does get spotted and picked up. Fresh and Rolkis now trying to make a bit of a play as they wrap around over on towards that western side. Head on. Also up ahead. Quick retaliation. Does find a few hits up in towards Fresh. GK first now setting up the nade over on towards the remainder of the players there from the LMV side. That, of course, being Talon and Love. Oh, but look at this. Look at this. Rolkis has rolled up right alongside. Oh, the rock gets picked up as he's got nowhere to go. Bardot also still playing a bit of hide and seek up alongside the tree. And now the pressure is on a GK first and Fresh. But Bardot gets spotted and swiftly eliminated. Now GK first and Fresh coming in with those quick dashes, looking to rush back into zone. But it's the open field. Nowhere left to hide. Hit on Talon and Love now positioned up ahead. The opposite end of the zone. Blue zone making its thing, doing its job. Pushing a little bit closer. And of course, the zone shifting up once again, heading a little bit further east. But now the showdown is about to come on through. GK first and Fresh are looking to find the angles up on it towards LMV. Talon not just utilizing the hay bale here. Up comes the utils. Up comes the grenades. Oh, look at the bounce. It's going to be close. They're trying to get that flinch in. Not quite sure if Unicorns of Love are trying to cover up their own advances, but GK first does get taken down. Now it's up to Fresh. The rush is on. Oh, Talon looking to move in, almost getting picked up by the nade. Up comes Hidan. Beautiful surrounding rush coming through, and with that LMV pick up the winner chicken. Then a beautiful play coming in from them, and 8 kills on board. Unicorns of Love taking second place there, as we can see, of course, with 11 kills. And of course, the team there from the Extreme Slayers taking that third position with 8 kills. Nexus finishing up in 4 there with 3 kills. The players from the Vodafone Giants finishing up in 5th place with 6 kills on board. We got the team there from Big coming into second place there with 4 kills. We see Exquisite Decode finishing up in 7th with 3. We've got the players there, of course, from Game Lord finishing up in 8th with 1. Team Doom taking 9th place with 3 kills. Finishing up in 10th place with 2 kills. We do see the players from Congress coming up into 11th with 2. The Eastern Stars finishing up in 12th place. 4 Romanian boys in 13th with 1. The players there from TSC finishing up in 14th with 1, as well as the players from CHASMAC Gaming finishing in 15th with 1. And then, of course, the Super Young roster taking our 16th position. They're the first team back into the lobby. So there we go. There we have it. Some pretty crazy, spicy plays already coming in from the teams in our first game. And, of course, we are going to be moving into our second one, which will be over on towards Mirror. But some pretty impressive plays, and well done to the side there of LMV. Managing to apply quite a bit of pressure on towards the Unicorns of Love there. I mean, Unicorns of Love came so close to picking up yet another winner chicken dinner. And I believe this was the first one actually for the side of the players coming in from LMV. Let me just double check that. Yes, indeed, it was. So there we go. Well done. Well played. Beautiful winner chicken dinner. But we are going to be jumping into our next match. So be sure to stay tuned, and we'll be back in a short few moments with the Miramar game. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're getting ready to move into our second match of the day, of course. Now, coming back from our first one, we saw the players there from LMV coming in with a beautiful winner chicken dinner over on it towards Erangel. But now we're getting ready to move up in towards Murmur, and we're about to hop straight on to the plane to see what the flight path is bringing. It is coming in all the way there from El Azahar and heading straight across El Paso over towards that western side. So very northerly flight path coming in for this game. So be sure to give me your predictions as to who you think is going to be taking home that winner chicken dinner right here over on towards Murmur. We know, of course, yesterday this was the game in which Unicorns of Love took the dub, coming in with 9 kills. And of course, the day before it was the 4 Romanian boys finishing so strong with 14 kills. So there's great potential coming into this match to see a repeat performance coming in once again, or for another team to actually step up and impress. Of course, now we've got the players now starting to make their way on down. We are just waiting to see, of course, where that first initial zone is going to be forming. A very northern flight path, everyone dropping out in towards the north. So I'm curious to see what that zone is going to do. If it shifts all the way down to that far southern edge, that could definitely add quite a bit to this whole process. Already we see the players there from LMV and Doom. Oh, right there, side by side, heading up towards Campo Militar, over towards El Azahar. The zone getting ready to pop. We do see the side there of the CHASMAC gaming team as well, pretty close to the 4 Romanian boys. Oh, and the zone now popping all the way over towards that far western side. It is such a crazy shift coming in on the zone. We only have a few teams already positioned in there. Looking at the zone, there's like a third of it is in the unplayable area. It's going to be such a tough play, but, well, it's going to result in some pretty interesting gameplay. As we now jump onto the north here, we see the players from the Eastern Stars looking to go about their looting business, but they are not alone. They do have a little bit of company. That, of course, coming in from the players there of Nexus. Oh, Athos venturing up a little bit close here. Curious to see whether or not those shots are going to start coming through from the side of Nexus. So Nexus, of course, now being clumped up fairly close together. So it is going to be a good approach for them as they're able to deal with threats coming in from multiple directions. Of course, also a very interesting drop coming in from the side of the Eastern Stars. I do have that 3-1 split coming in. So while they could be distracting Nexus over on towards this western side, you could actually see Athos sneaking up from behind, potentially causing quite a bit of chaos here. The rest of the lobby does seem to be fairly quiet for the time being, so we are going to be waiting to see what will come from the players of Nexus and, of course, the Eastern Stars being in such close proximity. Of course, Creator will be the one to answer that for us, as he does start with the shot straight up and towards Kapahala. But now Creator trying to play this one a little bit on the sneaky side. We do see Bazzi still holding that off angle. But here we go, Creator now looking to wrap around. Bam! Also now it's just grabbing a little bit of ice. You know, it is the desert. You want to try and stay as cool and calm as you can. You got the calm part sorted. I think it's getting a little bit hot. The Dex is now looking to make a bit of a play here. We have Bazzi just repositioning up in towards the compound. Kapahala has taken a little bit of damage. but nothing too crazy just yet. Now Nexus splitting up a little bit. We can see Creator and Doobie going for that western edge, and Bam and Dexter moving a little bit further over on towards the eastern side. So again, some good adaptations coming in here. Eastern Stars also trying to bring back that kind of 2-2 split on their side as well. As you can see, Kapahala starting to rotate over towards Bazzy. Oh, there we go. The shot's now starting to fly up. Bazzy up on the roof. Beautiful vantage point. Now looking to just try and see if you can find any of those angles. Kapahala looking to essentially maybe come in on a bit of a rescue mission here. I mean, Nexus, they are loading up full frontal there on towards Bazzy. He's going to have his hands absolutely full with the sheer number of Nexus player up ahead of him. But now we look to see just what exactly Eastern Stars have in mind. Bazzy now making a run for the hills, as his team is probably going to try and wrap around a bit of a COVID pickup there, so they don't have any shots coming in their directions just yet. Meanwhile, so we look a little bit further up in towards the zone. We do see the players there from the Vodafone Giants now starting to pull up in towards Monte Nuevo with Unicorns of Love. Volkers actually moving up towards La Drillera. That's going to be an interesting position, of course. Yep, here comes the rest of the team now for Eastern Stars. Picking up Bazzy. Some big brain escape maneuvers coming in here. LMV as well as the players there from the Extreme Slayers. They'll have quite a bit of distance to cover to make it all the way back up into the safety of the zone. But speaking about safety, oh, Sebi has none of it. As Rolkers looks to strike already, finds the first knock. Up comes Ulysses. We see Ulysses being able to avenge the teammate, the fallen teammate. Looking to the sky, because that is where the hope is going to come from. Oh, but Nano also rotating up alongside GK first. Thus trying to take the first angle, but gets quite a few hits coming his way. Nice quick retaliation coming in. Pocus now trying to come in with those long range hits. Oh, but GK first quick to respond. This is an opportunity now for Ulysses to sneak in from behind. Be a little bit of a saving grace for the rest of the team. You see Lin and Rolkers holding up behind those ridge lines. Nano now managing to quickly heal up. Focus still keeping a watchful eye, but is forced to duck in behind some hard cover. Meanwhile, of course, Unicorns of Love, they are just chilling here at the top, waiting patiently to see what rotations could be coming in. Rolkers now using that buggy to reposition, trying to find a good angle to come into. Not quite sure if they're looking to potentially rotate away from here. Oh, does spot Focus. Nano now managing to fall back, looking to fortify the angle. But GK first now being forced to run away. Takes a little bit of damage, but manages to get out of harm's way. But just barely so. Up comes Lin now. Still looking for the high ground play. Need to provide a little bit of cover fire so GK first could potentially try and rotate out of that position. It is going to be a little bit of touch and go. But GK now keeping an eye on the vehicle, trying to get across. But he knows the moment he gets into that vehicle, that is where we'll see the Vodafone Giants Looking to strike down. Oh, let's see. Let's see. Will he be able to get it in time? Yes, just narrowly makes it so close. But not in the clear just yet. Of course, now using that building as some beautiful hard cover. But we also see the players here from TSC venturing up onto the high ground. Got excuse me right here alongside them. Could see a few shots now starting to fly across. Up they come, trying to dispatch their players. Shaman coming in with a quick hit, quick sneaky shot. There we go. Oh, Mishi tries to respond. But unfortunately, Shaman has been able to duck in behind the hard cover. Shaman in such a beautiful position here. Oh, come on. Oh, so many hits now coming up onto Shaman here. Taking quite a bit of damage, not being forced to pop that energy drink. Try and stay in the fight. Meanwhile, Unicorns of Love and the Vodafone Giants keeping a very watchful eye there on each other. Of course, Nexus still holding up behind them. Could be a little bit of a threat coming in from this western side. Meanwhile, excuse me, are still keeping a very watchful eye on towards the players there from TSC. Brother trying to get her up the hill. Quite limber push up the hill, but now it is up to Shaman and the rest of the players here from TSC. Look and see if they can find those angles. Pappy will get taken down by the blue zone. Ooh, let's jump up on towards the eastern stars here. Shaman coming in with a beautiful quick response now. In retaliation. Returning the favor, of course. But here we go. The Eastern Stars now looking to push back up in towards zone. It is only the second phase blue. It's not going to be doing too much damage, but it does, of course, make it a little bit harder to try and survive, especially if you're taking shots. Upper Holler now trying to tap away over on towards holes. Oh, that hill glitch not working out favorably. It is going to be a little bit of a tricky one to pull off. Of course, now the players here from CONQUEROR also taking a bit of a fight with Game Lord. Clink up on the hill, but gets taken right on down as Narvalo comes in with a beautiful hit towards him. Vito and Yamaz now looking to make a bit of a stand. Rob's looking to push on through. Vito trying to take that engagement. Meanwhile, Yamaz is going to try and circle up to get that res pulled through. This is now that opportunity for the players here of Game Lord to capitalize on the moment of unrest. Oh, the shots flying over towards Vito. Vito managing to get back up behind the hard cover there. But now Yamaz and Clink find themselves in quite a challenging position. Grenades come through. Yamaz gets spotted, gets picked up. Clink now trying to hide in the vehicle. Oh, but down he goes as well. Now the pressure's on to Vito. Is Vito going to make a dash for it? Or we see Vito get stuck into the fight here, as we of course have the players from Game Lord looking to get quite aggressive rather, as they now push even further forward. Up comes the rush. Now this is going to be the moment of truth for Vito. Narvalo was just clearing the area, looking to see if anyone's about. Victor also moving around. Up comes Robs. He's going in for more of a hands-on approach. Oh, they are getting so close. Of course, now those vehicles just hanging about. Vito hanging on for dear life. Meanwhile, CHASMAC starting to light up the kill feed. Oh, but Vito managing to survive as the players there from the Game Lord team decides to rather rotate further up in towards the zone. Of course, we see another fight breaking out over on towards the eastern side here, as we got the players from the 4 Romanian boys coming under fire. They got the team there from CHASMAC on the one side. Oh, so many hits coming their way. And of course, the team from Exquisite holding up over on towards their east. But Elisio does find the shot on towards Sarah. Now the pressure is on for Doran. Oh, the Spot Daddy MVP up ahead. Puts quite a few hits in, but not enough to get the confirm. Thorin up trying to play hide and seek out in the open. Talk about next level challenges. Oh, a CHASMAC also just patiently hovering around up to the north. So it is going to be a very tough play here for Doran. CHASMAC, of course, now positioned up into the compound. They can actually leverage this onto the side there of Exquisite. You already see Azza up on the roof, keeping a very watchful eye, looking to see if he can find those angles on towards Exquisite. Oh, up comes that wrap around play. They're looking for Doran, looking to see if they can find the final hit to get that full squad wipe through. Oh, but Doran spots Wolf, finds the hit, does pick him up. Reznov also just hovering around in the vicinity, but with that, Doran gets spotted, and Azza picks him up. Some easy claps coming through. Of course, now we're waiting for the zone to pop up. Oh, and it centers up towards the Unicorns of Love once again. Smack dab center zone, having full control of that ridge line. And now it is just a waiting game, looking to see where these teams are going to try and rotate into. Nexus, of course, now coming in from the north. Oh, but the shots are coming in from behind as they rush up into zone. TSC as well as Big, looking to hold them in their rotation. As he moves down over towards the place here from Duke, we can see Frosty taking a few shots as he moves up to the compound here. Does have a few visitors holding up on the ridgeline. That, of course, being Swave and Beast, as we can see their times now coming in behind them, looking to fortify that ridgeline. With the spray down coming straight across the valley over on towards Action. Frosty now completely isolated from the rest of the team. This is going to be such a tough play. Things are not looking any better over onto the eastern side, especially now. If we look quickly over onto the west, here on towards Mishi. Up comes LMV. Burks now looking to fly across. Talon and the rest of the team also moving up, but Mishi now using this opportunity to quickly disengage and rotate back up into a little bit more of a secure position. Looking to try and put a little bit of distance in between. Oh, Mishi trying to ride up the vertical hill, vertical surface there. But unfortunately, this is not really one of those gecko vehicles. Oh, but Nexus taking full opportunity of the exposed play coming in. Sending the shot straight across. So not quite sure this is what the side there of Talon actually had in mind when they started their rotation towards the zone. And of course the same can be said here for Excuse Me. Oh, as we see Mango getting taken down, it is up to Mishi and Brada to try and survive as Game Lord just hammer away at them. You do see Akashi up ahead. Narvalo as well. Oh, beautiful position coming in here from Michi, but Akashi just managing to jump over the shots. Quick response now coming in. Oh, second attempt coming in from Mishi. Again, not finding success. But up comes a quick rotate, quick rush coming in from the rest of the Game Lord team here. Up comes Narvalo. Oh, Victus comes through with that beautiful M249 spray. Now the pressure is on Brada, trying to get a shot in, but takes quite a bit of damage. Mango now hugging a rock like never before. Managing to get a bit of health back into them. But Mango not in the clear just yet as TSC come in from behind. Finding the shot, Shaman just up ahead. Mango now trying to focus the spray up towards them. Brada keeping a very watchful eye still on the players there from Game Lord. A very separated, torn kind of play coming in here from the side of Excuse Me. Of course, that zone about to pop once again. Oh, just staying over on towards that western edge. Vodafone Giants find themselves alongside the team here of the Extreme Slayers. But it is going to be a pretty tough play, as we can see, of course, now. Extreme Slayers having quite a bit of ground to cover. A big threat to try and deal with as Bappy now is holding on. Ulysses trying to make that quick rotation come through. Oh, but down goes Ulysses. Nano is able to provide a bit of cover, but it is not going to be sufficient as Pocus also now gets picked on up and the pressure is on Nano. Now looking to make a bit of a play here. The vehicle fortunately parked in a safe position. There is a minute left on the clock before we get up into our fifth phase. Prada somehow manages to knock themselves out. That is a bit of a rip, but of course up comes the Extreme Slayers now. Looking to get the slay down on towards Nano. A little bit of pre-fire in anticipation. Not quite sure what Nano will be able to do in this situation. It is full on send coming in from the side here of the Extreme Slayers. You see quite a bit of chaos erupting in the kill feed as well. Oh, and that is all she wrote. Bardot sends a beautiful grenade right up the window. And of course now Unicorns of Love finding themselves in another difficult position as they go toe-to-toe with Game Lord. Fresh and GK first, now playing a little bit of a range attack here. But the rest of the team succumbing to the injuries. But they need to be careful. They are not alone. There's another team rotating up right behind them. Unicorns of Love, of course, now having to deal with both threats. But they are only currently aware of one. Fresh now keeping a very watchful eye up on the hill. Still very focused on towards Game Lord. But this is where the players there from the super young roster could actually capitalize on that surprise element working in their favor. Meanwhile, we do see CHASMAC also looking to push up in towards zone, heading straight towards Exquisite Decode. As a Trazen and MZ, full squad rolling up for them. Does spot Exquisite up ahead. Reznov. Oh, trying to take the fight there with the super young roster. Game Lord does send the knockdown up in towards Bappy. We see that vehicle explosion causing quite a bit of damage, or some form of explosion rather. But here we go now. Exquisite looking to make a bit of a stand. Slight bit of a gatekeep, but nothing too extraordinary just yet. It is going to be a very difficult play, seeing that we've got Unicorns of Love, the super young roster, as well as CHASMAC Gaming, all holding up on towards the southeastern side. With that, of course, the hits come in straight on towards Azza. He does get taken right on down. Now the pressure is on to MZ, as well as Trazen, to try and make the situation work. Of course, Unicorns of Love looking to play a little bit of a defensive game as they now rush all the way across up in it towards the zone, just ducking down into the valley. Up on the hill, Game Lord, of course, are putting the shot straight up into super young roster, with themselves having a pretty tough time here. 10 teams remain, 32 players still alive. Unicorns of Love now having to deal with the threat coming in from Nexus. Game Lord now rushing up onto super young roster. Akashi getting taken right on down. Down to go Sick, down to go Safi. Ali now the last remaining hopeful here. Will Game Lord be able to find this hit? They're looking to put quite a bit of damage up into the vehicle. Fortunately, there's quite a few smokes already deployed. Ali making a quick dash for it, not being able to pull off the hill. Oh, the vehicle also not looking so great. Will he make it? No, the vehicle gets popped right there in the roll. And that, of course, is a roll to the death for Ali. Another vehicle explosion coming in, but this time not being as potent. Actually, a little bit more of a strategic play coming through the side of Doom. Now looking to make a bit of a play coming in from the southern edge. They do have Nexus up ahead. And a little bit further north, we do see the players there from Unicorns of Love, as well as Game Lord. But beautiful response coming in now from Nexus. Doobie finding the knock onto Zero and Action. Now it is up to Unreal and Frosty to stay frosty and try and get that knock on in. But Unreal does send up a beautiful grenade, causing quite a bit of damage for the side there of Nexus. This, of course, now allows for the side here of Doom to get their numbers back up. Pressure is now on for Bam and Dexter to try and keep everything together. They are separated from the rest of the team, so they are going to be limited to those only two remaining hopefuls. We do see MZ there for the side of CHASMAC Gaming, also looking to just play on the edge of zone, but does get picked up. 6 teams now remain. Quite a bit of fighting about to erupt across the map here. Several teams find themselves in very strong positions. Quite favorable angles, really. But here we go now. Doom. So close to Big. Oh, down goes yet another team. Exquisite get eliminated. And up comes Game Lord looking to push a bit forward onto the side here of Big. They have Nexus also right up ahead of them. Creator now slowly bleeding out. Nowhere really to go. So very limited options there. But of course now that whole western side is open. Up comes Unicorns of Love. Fresh, keeping a watchful eye. Quick one tap on towards Unreal. Wow, talk about a quick scope. That was insane. Now Unicorns of Love looking to gain a controlling play over on towards this eastern edge. It is going to be pretty tough. They don't really have the numbers advantage whatsoever. Doom now also making a quick push a little bit closer to that more centralized position up and towards the zone. Looking to find themselves up onto the high ground here. Game Lord also now looking to make a bit of a push. Every team, well, every last remaining team rather, almost certainly has a position within the zone. Action and Frosty, the last two to get their butts up into zone. But now Game Lord looking to play the ridge, and the zone is just so brutal. Moving up towards the road. No cover, nowhere to go aside from down the hill. They've got a minute or so left on the clock. This is going to be absolutely brutal. Swave there for the side of Big. Scanning a little bit around him. Oh, will he be able to get into a good spot? No, yes, he does. Finds a hit on towards Action, though. Up comes the rush from Zero. Will he be able to hold it? No. Zero finds him, picks him up, and off he goes. Game Lord now making a quick rush on towards Unicorns of Love. Fresh and GK first, completely cornered up into this little building, this little shack. Up comes the hit, Robs, Victor, and Narvalo looking to get quite aggressive, but with that, Narvalo gets picked and right on up. Down goes GK first. It is now up to Fresh to try and hold on. Oh, tries to pull off the heel, but he can't get it in time. Game Lord just capitalizing on the chaos up ahead and find the squad wipe. Now it is up to Doom, Game Lord. And of course, our last remaining hopefuls coming in from the side of Nexus to fight it out for that winner chicken dinner. Frosty rotating all the way across down into the blue zone, in fact. But of course, now Doom about to go toe-to-toe here with Game Lord. Robs and Victor trying to make a play. Oh, down goes Victor. Robs trying to make a dash. Will he be able to get it done? Frosty up ahead does spot the angle on towards Bam, but up comes Action to close it out. Action are taking aim as well. Trying to find the finishing blows towards Dexter. Oh, the blue zone doing so much damage here. Will he get the mid in time? Got one more to go, and then it's only bandages. Dexter not really planning for a bit of a heal strat here, but will this be enough to potentially clutch it out? No, it is not enough as the team from Doom swoop in, stealing away that winner chicken dinner with 7 kills on board. Of course, the side there of Nexus finishing up in second place with 4 kills. But Game Lord playing such an exceptional game, bringing in so much damage. We can see, of course, being able to find themselves a very comfortable 15 kills right here on Miramar. Unicorns of Love finishing up in 4th place. They were 6 kills on board. Big finishing up up in 5th place with 3 kills. And of course, the side there of Exquisite coming into 6th place with 4 kills. We got CHASMAC Gaming taking 7th there with 5 kills. LMV finishing up in 8th place with 1. TSC taking 9th place with 3 kills. So we got Super Young Roster finishing up in 10th place. Exquisite finishing up in 11th. The players there from the Extreme Slayers over in 12th place with 6 kills. We got the Vodafone Giants finishing up in 13th place. We got CONQUEROR finishing up in 14th. The 4 Romanian boys taking 15th. And then, of course, the Eastern Stars, the first team back into the lobby. So there we go. There we have it. That is our second match done and dusted. Of course, next up, we are going to be heading straight across over on towards Sanok. So be sure to stay tuned. We'll be back in a short few moments with even more PUBG Mobile action. But I got to give it, though, to the players there from Gamelord. Absolutely insane amount of kills. It's sad that it was only a 3rd place, but still pretty impressive. Of course, big ups there to Doom for stealing that winner chicken dinner. And of course, got to give it to Nexus. Some pretty impressive plays. But we'll have to wait and see what the teams have in store for us as we head over on towards Sanok. So stay tuned and we'll see you back in a short few minutes. Hello guys and welcome back. We're getting ready to move in to our third match of the day. Of course, we're going to be heading straight over on towards Sandhog. Ooh, getting the maps confused here, but either way, here we are just on the plane. And of course, we just came back from our previous match in which we had a pretty crazy play happening once again. So curious to see what is going to happen as we move up into this game, and this of course being our third match. We've got a few more to go, and the pressure is going to be on. Over on Miramar, it was also pretty hot and spicy as we had the players there from Doom swooping in with a beautiful win. 7 kills on board. And of course, Nexus taking second place there with 4 kills, and the players from Gamelord finishing up in that third position, coming in with some pretty tough numbers though. I mean, 15 kills on board, that is quite a bit. But now, speaking about Sanhok, we can see our zone forming all the way over on towards that far western side once again. It is going to be quite interesting to see what the teams will have in store for us over here, as we've got Big as well as the Eastern Stars already very well positioned on towards that northwestern island. The rest of the lobby so spread out across the entirety of the map. I mean, just look at this. Such a spread coming in. I think it's been quite some time since I last saw a spread similar to this one. But of course, Exquisite spread out around the vicinity of Painan. Doom close towards the cave. Of course, the players there from the Extreme Slayers over on towards Camp Charlie side. Unicorns of Love close to Sami as well as Nakam. You see the players there from the Super Young roster occupying that kind of ruins region, sharing it a little bit there with Exquisite as well. Players from Conquerors held up over in towards Boot Camp. We got the 4 Romanian boys up in towards Paradise Resort. We do see Nexus up in towards Camp Bravo with the team coming in, of course, from the Vodafone Giants, split up between Lakawi and Kampong. Already Lin getting picked up. Not quite sure if Lin is here. Not quite sure if Lin was AFK or something, whatever. Here we are though. 3 players now remain for the side there of Unicorns of Love. The rest of the team, as we saw, positioned all the way over towards that western edge. Up north, we do see the players from CHASMAC up in towards Kau. And of course, LMV, the winners of our previous game. Well, the first game. Up in towards Mongnai. Actually wonder with... Oh yeah, Doom over in Cave. I just said that and I already forgot. But now we have to wait and see what the teams are going to be doing. Bujo, fairly close to Excuse Me. Oh, here we go. Come on. Mishi and Mango, Eminem coming in with a bit of a crash. Oh, Bujo. Just with a big surprise coming in. Quick strafe up in towards that one. Mango, of course, now gonna try and find the angles up on towards Bujo. Ooh, nice molly coming in from behind. Bujo completely distracted. Managing to evade the majority of the damage coming in from the molly, but cannot evade Mango. Sneaking in off the side there. Pretty easy play coming in there, of course. Now we see Perks. Ooh, well, I was trying to get to Perks, but of course, yeah, Game Lord kind of stopped that whole process, blowing up the vehicle, sending them backing. Thinking about backing, up comes Vitoni now, looking to avenge the fallen teammate. Costi and Prada right behind him there, so this is where Vitoni needs to be so careful. Actually, can't to be too bold in these rotations. It is Sanhok after all. As we saw now, Prada and Costi, they were holding up right alongside Vitoni, and he didn't even know it. The Mango now just taunting a little bit on the edge here. Moving up and down with the buggy at hand. Scanning frantically to try and pick up Vitoni along the way somewhere. But of course, now we do see the players and the teams starting to move a little bit closer on towards that western side. Up comes Conqueror now, turning their attention onto the eastern stars. Kapahala now trying to fend off Reeves as Athos has already gotten knocked out. But the pressure is going to be on. Oh, Conqueror coming in with such beautiful angles here. Kapahala is going to be a little bit isolated. The rest of the team spread out through the hills. Pyjamas, Vito, Reeves, and Klink now looking to push on in, but there comes a few hits off the top of the hill. Oh, Fury trying to bring in those long-range hits, but does fall though alongside Kapahala. Now the pressure is on for Bazzi to try and keep it together, looking to push back up the hill and potentially get that res up onto Fury. Pretty good awareness, good angles coming in there from the side of Conqueror. Now as we look a little bit further on towards that eastern side, still see quite a few teams positioned on those outlying regions. So there's going to be quite a bit of a journey for them to make it up in one piece. Meanwhile, we'll see the players here from Excuse Me and of course TSC having a bit of an exchange. Yeah, just up ahead. Or Jaja. Whichever one. Costi already taking quite a bit of damage, but Mango just lasering onto Jaja there. Costi quite low on health. Needs to be quite careful with these plays, but with that, of course, the hit now comes back on towards Mango. But with that, Shaman also gets knocked right on down. So beautiful back and forth between both these teams. Costi and Prada not looking to make a bit of a play here. Costi needs to be careful. One loud cough, and that could be the end of him. Quickly finds the confirm, though. Just making sure that they've got the point on the board. Of course, now Prada does pull off the res on towards Mango. We still have Vitoni actually hanging around up on the hill. Scanning those smokes, looking to see if they could find any potential angles. But it is quite a tough play, being a solo on a map like Sanhok. One false move, and you're done. But of course, now speaking about done, Nexus looking to wrap it up onto Nexus, the players here, rather, from the four Romanian boys. We do see Machina just up ahead. Oh, beautiful trade-off coming in from Creator. Sending the hits right on through. Bam, now looking to rotate up alongside Sarah and Redox. Sarah now coming in with a quick heal. Redox also just holding that front angle. But now it's down to a waiting game, waiting for those angles to line up. Oh, bam. Trying to distract them on the front end. Meanwhile, Dexter and Co looking to sneak up the rear. Here we go. Oh, finds a quick few hits up in towards Redox. A beautiful rotation coming in here from Creator as well. Nice Bunser maneuver coming in from the side of Nexus now. Four Romanian boys. Oh, gonna have a pretty tough time. It is on his second phase, so they can afford to stay in the blue for a little bit. Oh, first nade comes out. Oh, Creator takes a bit of damage. Sarah still just patiently waiting up top. Oh, there we go. Ventures out, but runs straight into the nade. Up comes Redox now, trying to get the spray through the bottom end there. Dexter now looking to push up to try and cover a little bit for Creator there, but Redox trying to cook up the nades, but bam, finds the angle. Here we go, and an easy play for Creator. Because all that was needed was just a quick push around the corner. And that, of course, resulted in the squad wipe. Up comes Tracer now, looking to hold the players there from LMV at bay. As we can see, they're now looking to push back up in towards the zone. We do have a few knocks on their side. And, of course, the players here from CHASMAC getting reduced down to only 2 out of the 3 players they started with. It is looking a little bit tougher on the side here for LMV, though. I mean, Talon, the last remaining hopeful of 4 players. TSC now also striking down on towards the players there, of course, from the Vodafone Giant side. With that, he does get eliminated. Oh, nice hit. Talon does spot Azza. Does have a few hits come through there from Trazen as well. The blue zone so close. A few more moments remain on the clock. Oh, tries the efforts over towards Trazen, but it will not do. As Trazen finds the beautiful shot in return, in retaliation, and sends them all backing. But here we go. TSC Vitoni up against Focus. A little bit of magic about to happen here. Not quite sure from which side, but we'll have to wait and see. Oh! Comes in from Vitoni. Hocus Pocus goes up in a poof of smoke. Right out of the game. Beautiful play. Of course, now the players here from the Extreme Slayers finding themselves also in a pretty tough spot. Super Young roster just on the opposite end. It is looking like pretty tough play, especially now for Muzi, who's trying to move on through. Ali comes up. Oh, drop shot. Gets the one. Come on. Oh, tries it again, but does get completely encircled by the players coming in from the side of Super Young roster. 4 kills on board for them as they look to defend that southern territory. Of course, now Unicorns of Love making their push back up into zone. Only 10 teams now remain big. And the players here from Game Lord find themselves in pretty close proximity up on towards the north of that northwestern island. So the pressure is going to be on. So we look to see what Big is going to be doing. Any big rim plays? Game Lord. Really scattered out throughout the compound there. We got Victor up on the roof. Nice third body peek up on towards Swave, who can see off in the distance there. Times also now trying to find that angle. But Big now using the opportunity to position themselves a little bit further in towards a little bit more of a centralized position. Going to be quite a bit of contention coming in on towards the southwestern side. We do see the side here of Exquisite looking to make their way closer to that zone. They still have quite a bit of ground to cover. The blue zone, of course, about to move up as well. We do see Super Young roster holding onto the bridge. So Exquisite being quite cautious there. Not looking to do anything too hastily. But Faker also just lurking over on towards that western side. Whoops. Oh. Alright, so Super Young roster making it across. Getting up into safety. Exquisite. Still keeping a watchful eye there. Unicorns of Love also with a little bit of a delayed rotation. Just riding it out as long as they can. But now, Azza is going to be up on the hill. Oh! Elisio finds the hit up in towards Doom though. Elisio also now getting traded off in the process. Zero looking to step on up. So it is now a rush towards the bridge. The players here from Exquisite. So still just trying to play this kind of coastal area here, this coastal region. Reznov over on the opposite end is going to be moving up towards Eliseo to get that res in. Well, now going for a bit of a splash there in the drink. But Daddy MVP still keeping a fairly watchful eye here. Just trying to ensure the safe passage over across on towards that northern island. But here we go. Super Young Ross now feeling the heat, feeling the pressure as they go toe-to-toe with Big up and towards Camp Alpha. Sick managing to survive through that molly assault. Oh, but does not survive. The lead flying his way. Faking out, trying to put up a good defensive play, but Meshi and the rest of Big just managing to outmaneuver them, getting the hit straight on through. Doom still just here waiting to see what Unicorns of Love are going to be doing. See GK first and fresh now on the approach. Looking to make a quick push across the bridge. Oh, there we go. Nice play coming in from Action. Quick knock and Thirst. Fresh now pushing up the bridge. Oh, Action not having a lot of options here. Opting straight into the drink. A little bit of a safer approach to try and get across. Of course, now Unicorns of Love being forced to stay in the blue a little while longer. Fresh still looking for these angles. Not finding them just yet. Oh, but with that, Doom does succumb to the injuries there of Blue Zone. Didn't have a lot of health really to work with in the first place, but of course now that MVP also inching his way towards that bridge. Curious to see if he's going to be able to make it all the way across. So Rolkus and Fresh. Oh, waiting, and Rolkus finds the angle onto Daddy. Very quick shot coming through right there, and of course now we see the rest of the team positioned and scattered out across the hills up in the safety of zone. We do have Tony, of course, here from the side of TSC, also trying to make his way up the hill. Does have a little bit of a spot there inside the zone. Meanwhile, Game Lord are going to be looking to push up a little bit more aggressively onto Big, but Swave comes in from behind. Beautiful off angle. Rob's now looking to push on up as well. Takes quite a bit of damage. Down he goes. And with that, the entirety of Game Lord get wiped off the map. 8 teams now remain. CHASMAC holding on to the north. Taking aim towards Big, looking to see if they can pick up the shots. Yamaz picks up the hit onto Michi. Times gets spotted out in the open. This is going to be such a tricky play here for the side of CHASMAC. Nexus also holding on towards the north. Clink fairly close to them. See all those angles coming on through. A very split position coming in from the side here of Conqueror. Yamaz now just looking to capitalize on the position. Ooh, does spot Tracing down below. Sends it through. Good distraction actually coming in from the side there of the players from Game Lord. Oh, but the only way forward for CHASMAC is going to be around the edge of that boulder. Big got down below. We see those heads come through. Blue Zone now really putting these players in such a difficult position. But here we go, Yamaz keeping watchful eye. Spots Times down below. Tries to get the spray down in. Oh, nice. 1 down, 2 to go. Beast now making a quick play here. Trying to rush on through. Oh, but the hill coming in the way of the shots there. Yamaz now torn between the two teams. Can't really decide which way to go. Vito now also looking to push over on towards that southern edge. And Clink actually now coming in with just a bit of an off-angle play here onto the side of Big. Beast and Mishi down below. Swave, of course, now getting res right on up. Oh, Mishi taking quite a bit of damage. Down he goes. Swave and Beast now in the buggy. It's on fire almost. Are they going to be able to survive? No. Down goes Michi. Swave, rather. Now it is up to Beast. is now looking to hug the edge off this cliff edge. Of course, CHASMAC up ahead as they're keeping a watchful eye. Trazen slowly bleeding out, and CONQUEROR just playing the heck out of their position. Of course, now Vito positioned down in towards the south. He's going to be looking to see if he can find any of those shots down towards Exquisite. Elicio and Will down below. Down goes Trazen. Down goes Rolkus to the blue. Vitoni still holding on out in the blue zone. Got 10 mids on board, so could make it a little bit. But not expecting a final zone kind of finish to come from that. To pull that off, you need at least 30. But of course, now Elisio is going to try and reach all the way up towards Vito. Vito in quite a comfortable position up on the hills here. The rest of the teams are going to be having quite a bit of a challenge trying to push up. But of course, Nexus finds a slight opening. They are now able to inch their way back on up. Clink getting hit. Oh, Bam gets spotted, but Vito gets knocked out as Dexter comes swooping right on in. And now it is up to Clink and Yamaz to try and push on back from that far western edge. Petoni coming up behind the side of Doom. Oh, come on. What's going to happen? Zero holding for a quick moment there, making it back into the blue. But of course, Nexus now lying in ambush. Easy path for them to try and clear up. Frosty now looking to move on through. 25 remaining teams. 8 players still alive. Creator and Dexter holding on for the side of Nexus. Vitoni does find the head up onto Frosty, but gets taken down by the blue. 2 teams now remain. It is CONQUEROR up against Nexus. Creator and Dexter, the 2 remaining hopefuls here. Up comes the shots as Yamaz tries to pick off a quick shot. Vito and Clink holding right behind him. But of course, now the zone shifting up on towards the north. So both teams are having to head in exactly the same direction. Already for the side of CONQUEROR, Clink is able to set up that anchor position. The far northern reaches, rather. Of course, now the utilities are going to be coming out as they try to get those angles. Oh, Creator in so much trouble. Getting cornered from both sides. Clink just up ahead. One well-placed nade could be the end of Creator. Up comes the molly in a quick rush, of course, now coming through as well. Yamaz up on the roof. Oh, will we see a jump shot come in? Oh, Yamaz jumps off the roof, tries to rush in with the ban, but unfortunately, the blue zone does finish it up, and CONQUEROR take the winner chicken dinner with 10 kills on board. Nexus finishing up in second place with 5 kills. Of course, the players there from CHASMAC Gaming finishing up in third place. A little bit of celebration now happening in the background there, of course, as the players from CONQUEROR are quite relieved. CHASMAC finishing in third there with 7 kills. Of course, the side there of TSC coming into fourth with 6. We've got the players from Team Doom finishing up in 5th place, also with 6 kills in hand. Exquisite finishing in 6th place with 3 kills. Of course, Big taking 7th place there with 5 kills. Unicorns of Love finishing in 8th with 1. Game Lord finishing up in 9th with 1. The Super Young roster taking 10th place with 4 kills. Extreme Slayers over in 11th with 1. Over in 12th place with 2. We've got the Vodafone Giants finishing in 13th with 1. We got the LMV team rather finishing with in 14th place with 1 kill. The Eastern Stars over in towards 15th, and the 4 Romanian boys, the first team out with 1 kill on the board. So there we go. There we have it. Some pretty interesting plays coming in our third match of the game. So big ups there to the players from CONQUEROR for taking that winner chicken dinner. Some pretty impressive kills as well. Just playing that high ground so beautifully. But of course, we are going to be moving right back over on towards Erangel. So be sure to stay tuned. We'll be back in a few moments. Don't go anywhere. See you after the break. What's up, guys? Welcome back. We're getting ready to move into our final match of the day. Of course, we're going to be heading straight over on towards Erangel. Now, we've already been seeing some pretty entertaining gameplay coming out from our previous 3 matches. And of course, now we look to see who's going to be the team to step up as we head into our final match of the day. Of course, speaking of which, we are going to be jumping straight onto the plane to see what the teams have to work with. Of course, you can see the flight path coming in from the Nova region, heading straight across that center point of the map, all the way up on towards North George. It's a very decent flight path we've got here, and I'm pretty sure the teams will be quite satisfied that they'll be able to reach to pretty much almost any point on this map. But of course, we have to wait and see where exactly it is that they are going to be going, and of course, where that first initial zone is going to be forming. First game, and we had it all the way down towards the south. So now will we have another repeat of that? Is the match going to continue on the same kind of trend? Will we see it head somewhere else? Could it potentially go back onto the north as we had in our final match for yesterday as well? We'll have to wait and see what exactly the PUBG gods have in store for us. So several teams already jumping out quite early in the flight path here. Now we wait to see, of course, just what they'll have to work with and exactly how far they'll have to rotate to get into those more favorable kind of positions. Lovely sound of all the parachutes now just deploying as the teams are getting ready to make a bit of a push, a bit of a stand. And so getting ready to move up as well. Let's see where it's going to be going. Suspense is building. Come on. Ooh, there we go. It moves all the way over on towards the north once again. With a slight twist, of course, heading up in towards that northeastern side. So teams like TSC will already find themselves in quite a favorable position. Of course, the team there from Game Lord already taking up occupation of Yasnaya as well. Oh, but what do we have over here? There's a Western Bridge. Could be quite interesting as NEXUS and of course the side here of LMV find themselves in a little bit of early engagement. Love now standing around, keeping a watchful eye. Trying to see. Can spot any potential movement up ahead. But a very aggressive start here for both NEXUS and of course the side of LMV. Up comes Creator. Got 1 or 2 weapons in his pocket, getting ready to bounce. The Talon and Hiran, of course, holding on that off-angle position. Love now forced to stand here all alone as the rest of the team has already moved up. Up comes the rush coming through now from Doobie as well. Doobie just testing the water, trying to see what the kind of situation is here. There we go. Up comes Doobie. Creator on Overwatch, but now getting ready to push on in as well. Right, so there is safety in numbers. Oh, Love gets caught out as Dexter actually sneaks up the side there. Beautiful surprise attack. Talon also looking to just improve his position. Need to gather a little bit of information before deciding what it is that they're going to be doing. The Talon and Hiran now deciding that it could potentially be a little bit safer to disengage and rotate back over towards that western side. Look for a bit of an alternative route back up in towards zone. Speaking of the zone itself, we see the players there from Game Lord finding themselves smack dab center zone. Of course, TSC, as I've mentioned before, hanging around in the vicinity. CHASMAC right there behind them. And of course, the team from Exquisite up in towards that Lipovka side. But now we look to see what the teams over on this western side of the zone is looking to be doing. Of course, the side here of the 4 Romanian boys going about their looting business. Completely uncontested, wide open spaces. What more could you ask for? As we look up on towards the north of North George, there we see Unicorns of Love and the super young roster on either side of Georgia Pool. Pretty decent spread coming in across the map here once again. Of course, now the side of CHASMAC Gaming looking to push a little bit further inwards. Oh, Trazen goes flying. Still flying. Oh, there we go. Find some landing. But now the players there from TSC also in the vicinity, so they need to be a little bit careful. Oh, up comes the 3-wheel of Doom in the hands of Azza. Will he be able to tame the beast? Shadowwind is there to provide some support, some moral support at the least. But of course now, as we jump across over to the players here from Team Doom, you can see them moving up into the compounds here just alongside the lumber mill. Curious to see whether or not they're going to look to take any engagements. Of course, just off in the distance there, we do see the players coming in from the side of Conqueror, I believe that is. Yes. Had a few aggressive plays actually coming in from Conqueror in the previous games. But now, seems like they're taking a little bit more of a calculated approach. Caution, of course, coming in. We see Doom moving a little bit closer up on towards that lumber mill. Oh, but there we go. LMV. Where is that at? Ooh, all the way over in towards Primorsk. What? That is so far off there. But of course, now back in center zone. CHASMAC and TSC going toe-to-toe. You can see Vitoni off in the distance. MZ taking a little bit of damage in from the side there of Shaman. Shaman now looking to reposition back into a stronger angle. Jaja coming up as well. Trying to fight all the way from that mansion side. Shadowwind and MZ holding the fort right there on the front line. So Vitonino joining up as well. Ooh, and of course the players there from Excuse Me looking to push up and towards Yasnaya as well. So Game Lord will have a little bit of company. Let's see, will Azza be able to find the angle on towards a Shaman off in the distance there? Keeping a very watchful eye. Oh, there's almost no angle, but it is so subtle. Oh, they do spot the angles. Shaman quickly managing to duck in behind some hot cover there. Also a little bit of a hill glitch happening. That boulder not completely rendering in just yet. Meanwhile, we do see the players here from Doom now looking to explore a little bit more. Conqueror, of course, moving a little bit closer towards this whole sheltered position. But Frosty now just moving down on towards the Wizard Tower. Vito and Co just a little bit further down the hill from their position. Let's see, is Frosty going to look to get a bit aggressive? No, he has left and joined up with the rest of his team. Of course, we do see the players there from the Eastern Stars now moving up in towards that lumberyard. Curious to see, though, where the side of Doom is going to be going. Will they rotate up towards Mansion, or are they going to be going for a little bit more eastern or western approach? Seems like they could be rolling up right into the compounds here alongside Prison. Of course, looking over towards that western side. LMV still held up in towards Primorsk for Romanian boys, as well as Unicorns of Love and the super young roster now positioned up on towards that western edge. See whether or not the four Romanian boys are going to look to venture over towards Unicorns of Love. Dora now just exploring a little bit. The shot starting to fly on in. Oh, does take a few hits onto the body of the vehicle. Nothing too crazy just yet, but with that, Royal, though, gets taken right on down. Trying his luck a little bit too much. Of course, paying the ultimate price for that Poco. Also now, trying to see if he can get an angle towards Royal. But it's going to be pretty tough, seeing that his back tire has been popped. Out comes Lin and GK first. All just looking to push them off a little bit further. Poker now, of course, moving up at light speed, about to get caught. Let's see whether or not he's going to be able to make it all the way through. Almost moving at a snail's pace here. Oh, the shots are imminent. Up they come. Yes, down goes Poco. Lin, not satisfied. Finding a beautiful knock there. And of course, the players there from Conqueror also finding themselves in a bit of an exchange. Right here alongside the Eastern Stars. The Fury now up ahead. Trying to get the res up into its Kapahala. Does pull it off, but now they're trying to utilize this building to get their escape. Of course, Kapahala gets picked up once again. Reeves now looking to push up, cooking the nade. Sends it over. Will it be the one? Fury quickly managing to regain some health. Does get spotted here by Reeves. Reeves now waiting for the reload. Oh, Fury rushes after those spots. Vita put the shots right in. Up comes Reeves. Looking to get quite aggressive, but Klink circling around the outside. Comes in with a beautiful off-angle play. Meanwhile, we do see the players here from Big, of course, now turning up the pressure on towards the Vodafone Giants. Time's up on the hill. Savvy trying to get the spray in. Poker's already down. Nano slowly bleeding out, but up comes Mishi and Beast. Oh, crashing up into the compound. Quick grenade getting deployed there by Sebi, but a little bit too late. Not in a position really to do much. Sebi coming in with a bit of pre-fire there. Rather Mishi. Oh, Beast now looking to see if he can find the angle. Elisa's trying to make a play up on the hill, but of course the shots are coming through from Nexus. Holding up in the vicinity. Not going to be letting this opportunity pass them by. Up comes Wave now looking to move in. Big looking to tighten the grip on the players here from Vodafone Giants. Sevi now trying to hold up at times. Sends the spray right on through and off they go. Big now sitting with a very comfortable 3 kills on board. There's also now the players here from Exquisite taking a few engagement with Excuse Me. See already Prada has been sent off. Now it is up to the remaining players. But of course being Kosti, Michi and Mango. Kosti taking quite a few shots on towards the vehicle. Bam, blowing it Doobie up. Kosti! Oh, such a costly play though coming in there. Mango and Mishi positioned all the way over towards that northern side. So there is a little bit of a saving grace for them. Of course, now as we look on towards the players here from Nexus and of course the side of TCS, I believe that is TSC. There we go. If find themselves in a rather uncomfortable position. Of course, the fight for control of Mansion. Shaman trying to send the shots through. Tony holding up on the roof. Able to relay quite a bit of information across to the rest of the team here. Oh, but that timer, of course, also ran out as the health bars dropped all the way down. Up comes Jaja now. Beautiful Mosin in hand. Oh, the Extreme Slayers also holding in the vicinity. Shaman now just trying to play this position. But Nexus putting up a pretty good front here. Strong numbers holding up in the building. Can hear that Mosin, of course, being fired off as well. Oh, another hit finding its way on through. Bam! Coming in with the shots here. See if we will be able to find some closure. Get the shot into Jaja or Shaman. Oh, but out comes Game Lord as well, looking to move in. Not quite sure if they're going to be pushing up into this position, but they are definitely looking at just advancing their position. We did see a quick glimmer of LMV also down towards the south, over towards prison. Things are also looking like they could get quite uncomfortable. But Bam now trying to bring in the play there as we jump up to the side of Conquerors. We can see Clink already getting taken down. Now up comes the side of Doom right there alongside them, holding onto the hard cover being provided by the compound. Reeves now deciding whether or not he wants to take the fight or would he be satisfied just sitting there staring at them. And of course up comes Big, looking to push in on towards CHASMAC as well. Shadow Winnow up ahead. Azza on the roof. Beast trying to send the nade across. Will he make it? Oh, so close. Does find a bit of damage onto Azza though. But MZ, Shadow Winnow holding up down below. Oh, second nade does it. Shadow Wind does, however, find the knock up onto Swave. Beast now trying to come through with a follow-up onto MZ. But it's up to MZ and Shadow Wind to try and keep it together here. Not quite sure if they'll be able to attend to Azza. He's caught in a very difficult position. Beast, of course, is going to be trying to move up a little bit closer alongside the rest of his team. Swave. Just taking a chill. Just relaxing. You know, no major pressure. MZ, of course, alongside Shadow Wind, just keeping a very watchful eye. But Big now coming in with the rotation. Looking to do a bit of a play, a wraparound play here. Onto the players, of course, from CHASMAC. Oh, up comes some hits. Will it be enough though? MZ trying to get the shots through. So many hits happening in the background there, of course. Now the players from Nexus. Oh, LMV and Game Lord going at it as well. Where's he done? He is hiding in the vehicle. He's trying to stay hidden for as long as he possibly can. Oh, Game Lord now up ahead. Let's see, is Rob's going to try and push this position. Only one hit. He done now trying to play the vehicle position. Narvalo coming up from the side. They're going to try and blow it up. Oh, up comes the damage from the grenade. Oh, down goes Robs though. He done getting sent off, and LMV back their bags and head straight on back into the lobby. Meanwhile, plays here from TSC. Still positioned up towards the mansion, but then I've decided to push up a little bit more. Nexus also getting a little bit aggressive here as they get ready to push on them. Making some good advances right there. Keeping the pressure on. Of course, we still have 11 teams remaining. Players there from the Extreme Slayers. Finding a quick shot up onto one of our super young roster players. But now this is where they need to be so careful. The numbers starting to dwindle. Result. Just up ahead here. Or rather, already getting sent back. Now it is up to Ali, Sick, and Safi to try and see if they can get themselves closer to that winner chicken dinner. Exquisite also now just quickly enjoying some of the spoils of the loot there. But let's see. TSC Nexus still holding the position. Up comes Conqueror. Are they going to be moving up in towards prison? They could potentially. Looking at Vito, I mean, he's getting right up close to there. The Conqueror now just playing a bit of an interesting approach up in towards zone. They were heading up on towards that eastern side, but now deciding to rather rotate around over towards the west. Rolkers, of course, now heading in the opposite direction. Meeting them halfway. Are we going to be seeing a fight break out here? Oh, Vito gets out of the vehicle. Rolkers now having to just run for his life to get back into safety. He's got 3 of those guns pointed towards him and the shots flying in. Back tire getting popped does really slow him down. And of course, now ducking up into the blue zone. Mishi up ahead. Is this going to be the play coming through? Yes! Up comes the head Mishi with a beautiful anticipation of the rotation there. Getting up ahead, finding the knock, but of course now getting knocked out in turn as well. Beautiful trade-off coming in. But out comes Unicorns of Love. Looking to fortify the position around their teammate Beast now. And the rest of the players here from Big looking to push in. Up they come. Oh, Chike first cooking up the nade. Sends it on. Oh, did he read that one properly? Not yet. But of course now tries his attempt at Beast. Down he goes though. Beast now up against Fresh, rather up against Swave. Down he goes. Now it's up to Lin. Could this be the saving play coming in from the side of Lin? Volker's also now looking to push on in, but Lin looks to get aggressive, gets taken down in the meanwhile. Now it is up to Rolkers looking to hold on, but it's just too much. Times the beautiful play off the side there sends them backing. And now we are down to our final 10 remaining teams. Nexus setting up a bit of a gatekeep on that southern edge. See the side there of the Conquerors up ahead of them. Down goes Jar Jar as well. Nexus still hanging around over in the mansion. Wow, TSC also right here. They've been here for the longest time. But of course, there's no reason to rotate out unless, of course, Dexter sends a grenade across just like that one. Nexus now having the players there from Conquerors move up towards their position. And now it's up to Creator. And of course, Dexter to try and continue with the momentum there. Conqueror already sitting on 5 kills. But will they be able to find any more? Of course, those Mosins now getting picked up. Lovely bolties coming into play. Up comes Creators. Super young roster also finding a quick few shots there. Up on towards Excuse Me. Mango now going to be trying to make a quick dash up into zone, but does get picked right on up as Daddy MVP says thou shall not pass. Extreme Slayers also now trying to get a few shots up in towards the side here of Exquisite, but now the team from Big looking to wrap around the north. Oh, this is a very risky play, ducking into the blue. Of course, Exquisite up ahead. So Beast needs to be so careful with how he tries to get out of this one. Super young roster up ahead as well, taking quite a bit of fire now. Oh, down goes Reznov into the exchange. Sick and Safi now, the last 2 hopefuls. Down goes Sick. It is up to Safi. Oh, down they all go. Super young roster. They died so soon. But of course now, Exquisite still holding on to the north. few teams sharing this position with them. They are going to be trying to capitalize on that. With that, of course, now Swave goes down, Big goes down. And we are now left with only 6 teams in this lobby. 22 players still alive. Here we go. Players here from the Extreme Slayers now trying to make a bit of a play coming in from that northern position, but the zone has shifted all the way down to the far south. Nexus now we get to see if they can find an angle on towards the players here from Conqueror. Conqueror now also keeping a very watchful eye on them. A little bit of back and forth glancing coming through, but essentially Conqueror are going to be looking to get that position just on the inside of the zone. Doom positioned close to center zone. That's going to be a pretty crazy play to make either which way. Of course, now up comes the Robs here. A whammy in hand. Oh, tries to get the shot and misses. Will he be able to find another one? Trying to see if he's got that angle. Such a difficult position to be playing. There's so many damn trees in the way. Unfortunately, the tree is working out in favor of Conqueror. But now, the fights are going to be continuing across the zone, as we can see Doom here looking to make a bit of a push. Keeping an eye on Dexter. Down he goes. As Will there from Exquisite finds a beautiful spray. Oh, this means that Doom needs to be so careful. Of course, now quite a bit of action erupting here on the side of the Extreme Slayers. Oh, Bardot, who was so low on health. Didn't take much to get him down, but of course it is up to Holes now. It's getting rushed by Game Lord. Up they come looking for those kills. Oh, and they find them. Full squad descending upon Holes. Down he goes. Of course, now 4 teams remain. Doom getting hit as they try to make a play on this western side of the zone. Rather southern edge of the zone. Up ahead we do see Will there from Exquisite looking to just pick them off. Oh, will he get their hits in? It's so close. Oh, doesn't manage to find them in just yet. Meanwhile, we do see the players here from Conqueror looking to push in. Exquisite now trying to hold up as they're trying to get those shots fired off in every which way. Up comes the rush. Daddy Reznov looking to make a bit of a stand. Will also holding on that off angle. Conqueror is now looking to rush on through, coming even more towards the southwestern side, pulling up alongside Doom. Clink a little bit too eager to get into the fight there, does fling himself out, and down he goes. Yamas now coming up as well, looking to see if they can find the sprays up on towards Exquisite, but Will still holding that off angle play. Some easy pickings coming in here for Yamas. Reznov now looking to make a bit of a play here. Game Lord up ahead. Oh, Victor does take a few hits. But Reznov goes up in smoke as Akashi sends it in. Vito finds the hit on Reeves, knocking over Reznov, getting the confirm with the vehicle in hand. Akashi now just quickly pushing up, looking to see if he can find a position. Game Lord Narvalo now getting hit as he crashes into the tree, finds the hit onto Wolvo. Oh, Conqueror now looking to make a play here. Up comes Reeves, wrapping around, trying to sneak up on Narvalo, get the angle behind the tree. Narvalo now just hugging that tree like he's never hugged a tree before. Taking quite a bit of damage, trying to quickly recover some health in the process as well. Does manage to pull it off. But of course, now it is Conqueror up against Game Lord. And here we go, Victor. Caught up on the edge. Vito trying everything in his arsenal to get that position, get that play to work. Yamas does go down, so it is going to be a 2v4 situation in favor of Game Lord. Up comes Vito looking to push in. Oh, does secure the position within the zone. Game Lord also just playing a little bit of a leapfrog play here. Oh, they find the damage onto Vito. They find a little bit onto Reeves. But not too much just yet. All the efforts now focused over towards Vito. Oh, so crazy though. Vito comes in with a beautiful response. Does land the knock onto Victor. Reeves now takes aim to Narvalo. Down he goes. Conqueror making a beautiful stand against the side here of Game Lord. Reducing the numbers from 4 to 3. Vito now going in for big rush. Down goes Victor. It is now only 2v2. 11 kills already for Conqueror. Up comes Robs now. Just playing on the edge of the smoke. Oh, the shots hitching through the smoke. Does find a few on towards him. Vito now looking to get set up. Finds the hit on towards Akashi. Rob's now looking to hold on. Oh, would he get it? 1v2. Up comes Reeves. Up comes Vito with a spray down. Down goes Akashi to the blue. Down goes Reeves. Vito now trying to capitalize on the position, utilizing the tree. Robs finds quite a bit of damage up in it towards Vito. Quick bit of pre-fire. But now the game is on. It is Vito versus Robs to fight it out for that winner with a chicken dinner. Who will be the one to claim it? Reeves now look quickly trying to push in, but Robs finds the hit. There we go, Vito with a bit of spray. Oh, jump shot. Would he get it? No! What? Absolutely insane play. Of course, the finishing blow going over to the side of Game Lord. Wow, absolutely insane game. 13 kills on board. Such a beautiful play. But of course, Conqueror also playing an absolutely phenomenal game, finishing strong in that second position. Coming in, as we can see, of course, with a pretty impressive 13 kills as well. So both teams, first and second place, finishing on 13 kills apiece. Of course, Exquisite taking that third place, coming in with 8 kills. Doom finishing over in fourth place. Then we got the players here from the Extreme Slayers finishing up in 5th position with 1 kill. Nexus taking 6 there with 6 kills. Big finishing up in 7th with quite a big amount of kills. Again, 13 kills. There's just something happening here with the number 13. Super Young Rebels, or roster rather, finishing up in 8th place there with 1 kill. Excuse me, taking 9th place. TSC taking 10th place there with 1. Unicorns of Love up in 11th with 4. LMV taking 12th place. The players from CHASMAC Gaming finishing at 13th with 1. The 4 Romanian boys finishing up in 14th place. Of course, the team there from the Vodafone Giants taking 15th. And the Eastern Stars taking 16th position. So there we go. There we have it. Some pretty crazy plays. And 3 teams finishing on 13 kills. I don't know what's going on, but it was absolutely amazing to watch. And that, of course, is the end of our day here. I mean, day 3, pretty impressive plays. And we've got 1 more day to go. So absolutely excited to see what the teams will have in store for us as we return tomorrow with 4 more games. The 4 final games, of course, right here in the EU PMPL Finalist Mini League, brought to you by Esports Scrims. But yeah, that is going to be a wrap for us here this evening. Hope you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. Look forward to see you all back again tomorrow. Stay safe, stay frosty, have a good evening. See you back same time, same place.